everyone, and welcome back to the from the long hiatus to the podcast of stuff, episode 362. It's been what was the Game Award? No, it was the podcast after the Game Awards. Mm-hmm. I think that was the last stream. Either that or a Metroid. I don't know. It's been a while. It has already been a very eventful 2026. Notwithstanding world news, I wanted to start streaming earlier this week. Mm-hmm. We were actually the potential. There was blah, blah, blah. We were going to potentially do a podcast last week as well. BG was having a fist fight with Windows 11, so we couldn't. And
how do people exist on this thing?
It's terrible.
I got this
had
computer
no problems. I've had zero problems.
Dude, I got this computer like a month and a half ago. I've gotten at least 4 problems.
Interesting. Like, I get some problems on Windows updates, but I don't think that matters what version you're on. You're always going to have problems on a Windows update, no matter what, basically. But yeah. I was like, hey, we're doing a podcast? BG's like, no. I've had beaucoup to audio issues. I can't get shit out of headphones right now. We ain't doing a cast. I was like, all right, cool.
Revisited was stopped during viewer request month for weeks.
We didn't do like 3 weeks of viewer request month stuff.
That's nuts.
It has been bad, man. We just sat down one day, like, all right, time to record. Is it garbled?
And I thought it was the extension cord, so I long ago bought a different extension cord. Wasn't that? Thought it was the splitter, plugged directly in. Wasn't that? Bought a USB to headphone jack. Still problem. So it just told me that it was an audio issue. So my plan was to do 2 Bluetooth headphones and do it through Voice Meter. So I started that, I downloaded that, and downloading and installing Voice Meter borked my Bluetooth headphone drivers. So I couldn't get any audio out of my Bluetooth headphones anymore. Uninstalled Voice Meter, still nothing. Reinstalled all my Bluetooth drivers, still nothing. I said, you know what? I'm going to do a refresh on Windows. It will uninstall the drivers. It will reinstall them. It will start from scratch. Cool. Did that. Bluetooth was working. Headphones still work. Checked like 2-3 days later. Headphones started working. And it's been fine since.
Beautiful. Technology is great. Dia, why didn't you tell him to turn it on and off again? Isn't that your job?
He did. And I did. And it didn't work.
We both work in fields to fix things on computers, and we both ran through everything we typically do.
Besides the computer. The anger didn't get to that point yet. I'm just...
Oh, it got close.
And then, so Sunday, and then Monday happens, and I'm like, no. Because let me tell you, I believe it's been I want to say 4 out of the last 5 years, I have gotten sick the first week of the year. 4 out of 5. And I know this because usually it's like, oh man, should I take some time off to watch AGDQ? Because AGDQ was this past week. Like, so usually I take a few days off at the end of the year, but I won't take off the full week. And then fever, everything, and then I end up taking the week off anyway and watching the stream while I'm suffering.
Disgusting.
So it was like Monday, it was like, okay, fever, what have you, flu, I guess. And then it was like morning to like early afternoon Tuesday, I ate something and I'm like, this tastes wrong. I was like,
oh, not like this.
Thankfully, DoorDash, like, you can get basically anything delivered now. So I was like, all right, CVS, get me a couple of COVID tests. Took it. Uber positive. No question of, like, is it like a hidden line? Both lines solid. It was like, great.
And that's funny because that's the exact same way I first found out I had COVID. I ate some flaming hot Doritos and I went, I don't taste anything on these. What's wrong? And I'm looking at the chip, like, did they just not season it? Put any flavor? No. Took another one. Nothing. I went, oh no, this is COVID. Got an immediate test.
And it wasn't like I didn't like lose my sense of taste, but there was a couple of things I'm like, this is wrong for like 100% certain. And that Tuesday night sucked. The fever I think cranked up to like 103, may have been bordering 104. And thankfully there's a bunch of stuff open super late that you can also DoorDash. Walgreens in particular, because I got a bunch of fever patches, which I've like usually never get, like cooling patches.
Really?
Just ordered those at like 2 a.m. because I'm just like, I can't sleep right now. I am an oven. And
yeah, you were going through it.
Yeah, that was after Tuesday. I think like Wednesday was like a bad stuffy nose, but I had like, you know, nasal spray stuff to like clear that up. And then from there on, felt better. But yeah, Tuesday was just like,
That's
That's
what it was like when I got the vid, where I was just like, there was one night where I was just like, is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah.
It's over, huh?
I thought I was going to die.
Legitimately.
It got
Brother,
to
bring the pen and quill and get the parchment.
I went, if I feel like this in another hour, I'm going to the hospital. I thought I was dying.
Basically, after I got the patches, I'm just like, if this doesn't work, I need to man up and get my ass to an ER. Yeah, that night sucked. But basically, I have spent this past week, it was watching AGDQ, and then the other half of it was blitzing through the Yakuza series. I am about halfway through Kiwami 2 now.
Oh, man. You're listening through the Yakuza series.
I got through 0. 1 is pretty short, comparatively. Yeah, just I'm doing all of the cabaret stuff now in 2. It made me unreasonably happy, where it's just like, okay, this owner girl is familiar, and then they said Yuki, I'm like, It's the girl from Yakuza 0! And then I'm like, they better at least reference Majima at some point. And he just shows up! I was like, yes! Yes!
They know what's up.
So, yeah. I mean, I knew I'd like the series, but yeah, I'm liking the series a lot. I will say, maybe don't play Kiwami 2 on PC.
Oh, really?
Even
after their update or whatever,
before and after. Before was fixed, and then they took the before off of the storefronts, and so I got the new one because hey, it's the new one. It's probably updated and all up to date. Basically, the game's engine really doesn't like higher frame rates, so there was some stuff, and I had to like tweak with some settings and what have you. Originally couldn't even play the baseball minigame. Fix that. There's a peeing minigame where you like go to a urinal and play like a little game, a minigame.
What's the problem?
One of them, even with, well, there was a it's called the Silent Patch. It was like a mod that fixed some of the frame rate issues. They haven't updated it for the new version of Kiwami 2. Fully. They fixed some of the stuff. There was a point, too, where the cutscenes were out of sync, where the subtitles were way faster than the actual cutscenes. And I'm playing in Japanese just because I want to hear the Japanese voices. I prefer that over the English dub. I think actually some of those you don't even have an English dub. I could have in 0 for the director's cut, but the mod fixed the cutscenes, which was like the most egregious issue. Didn't fix the minigame, so that I just can't play that part of the minigame, which, okay, fine. But yeah, the frame rate issues, I feel like you'd probably be better playing it on a console. For those that have not yet.
Let me know when you get to the end of 2.
Okay. And then, but once I beat 2, I'm on a teeny break probably because Kiwami 3 Remastered comes out in February. So I'll be playing that, and then I will get a gut punch of severe downgrade of gameplay for a little bit.
Something similar happened with Resident Evil 2 where they updated to a new version to add like ray tracing or something. Broke almost all the mods. Performance was so much worse. And it's like, what was the purpose of doing this?
I played Judgment 1 in English, so I'm doing the same with the second game. I played both Judgment games as well. And I've just been doing it fully Japanese. I don't know.
How do you get sick on New Year's?
Me?
Nami also, we didn't talk about either of those things. And Ruby, I also only got the COVID the once.
Yeah, I got the cough once. It was just real bad.
Thank goodness. Not to jinx myself, because, I am without paid vacations and all that.
And it sounds like they wouldn't even let you work from home the days, which makes no sense, because you have dedicated work from home days.
Maybe they would make me work from home, which is almost kind of worse. Because I remember messaging my boss when I got COVID the first time. I was like, all right, you coming in? Or like, what? I sent you a picture of the positive test.
Yeah, no, I don't understand. We will talk about those things, blitz through them, since I don't think I really have anywhere to be. I don't think these two have anywhere to be. We don't need to have a hard out.
What was I thinking? Shit. As it stands right now, in terms of the games that I've completed, I think I still put Lost Judgment ahead of 0, but it's
crazy.
You've never played
Lost Judgment?
No.
Then you can't.
I don't need to. That watch, Dunzo, hang it up.
And then it's probably. Granted, it's only 4 games so far, but it's probably Judgment after 0 and then Kiwami 1. But it's interesting seeing the shift in terms of Judgment and Lost Judgment are kind of a melding of 0/Kiwami and Kiwami 2, where like Kiwami 2, where it's like you can walk everywhere, where there's like very few loading zones, where it's just like, I need to go like walk into this. Oh, I just walk in. The interiors are all here. I'm like, this is cool. I like this. It's like, this is what I want GTA to be, but it's too huge. They won't do this. Well, we'll see with GTA 6, but at least in the previous GTAs they haven't. And then I like
That's what I've never understood, that they just keep wanting the world to get bigger as opposed to putting more stuff into their big world.
Yeah. Yeah, the Yakuza games within their confines do densely pack a bunch of stuff. But yeah, still trudging along through those. That's basically been my 2026 so far, while dodging world news and just being annoyed with people.
Hey, fairs.
How has your year been so far, guys?
I've been catching up in movies for our eventual best and worst. So I've just been blitzing through that while playing a couple games, trying to get everything in Balatro, all the gold stakes. I might need to drop Shadowverse, and that hurts my heart to no end. The company that does it, Side Games, just announced their AI studio to develop things. And
it's cheap and it's easy and it works.
The second AI, I know there's AI cards in Shadowverse or something, I'm dropping the game.
Best Morse is not happening today.
No.
When it does start, we're starting at like 3.
Yeah.
Those boys
maybe 1.
Yeah.
Because every year we underestimate how long it's gonna be, and then we end up clocking out at like 8 p.m.
Granted, we might lose like a half hour because Ralph won't be here.
Yeah, no, that was good. No, I saw like 3 movies.
Have you bit the bullet on Magic yet?
No. It's gonna be a while.
That seems like quite the hole to get into.
oh boy.
I am just
brother.
so into card games and card related things. I'm looking for so many things that are like Slay the Spire, which are roguelikes with card mechanics. I downloaded a mobile game based on that. I love card games.
I'm pretty sure there's an actual...
I just can't do Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the mechanics are so goofy. I've looked into the One Piece one.
No, the Link stuff.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
just like the 1-turn KO.
I did that on Master Duel.
1-turn KO, you've already lost.
I did that.
Somebody's 1-turn KO
in Master Duels, and I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. So I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! All the pendulums and all. No, it's not. It's not that it's not fine to understand. It's simply too much for my enjoyment.
Just hard min-maxing.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be perfect, and that's not fun. Heart of the Cards is a thing because it's just like, oh boy, I sure do hope I get this thing that can help. And you do or you don't. But you pull 5 cards and it's like, all right, I already won.
This has started the engine.
Yeah, I've won.
In Shadowverse, even though there's pre-builds where people are like, this is like the most optimized build, they'll even put in like parentheses, people will include this card and not include this card. They'll go, hey, these are the cards that are used 100%. This one's used like in 66% of the deck. This one's used in like 10% of the deck. You can still experiment because you have the core of your engine, but there's things surrounding it that you can play with. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like, buy this deck, and that is the deck.
Granted, in just about every trading card game, in terms of like competitive aspects, there will always be that deck.
No, there'll always be a deck that is you plop it down, and it is grind it to the optimization that it can be the most optimized. There's just other decks that surround it, because I don't know how it is in Magic, but most places you have to do like 2 or 3 decks, or at least that's how it is in Shadowverse. You get 3 decks, and your opponent goes, I don't want to face that deck, so that deck gets excluded unless it goes to a 3rd game.
In Magic, in terms of like super competitive stuff, I am unsure. I've like briefly watched competitive Pokemon TCG, and that's just you have the one deck.
Yeah.
But in terms of Magic, the format that I think is now the most popular and is still my favorite format is the Commander style, where you have a unique copy of every card besides the mana or the lands, or basic lands, I should say. So you get a lot of like creative decks, and there are 100-card decks. But there are still some like busted engines, and it's interesting where I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Again has the like paragraph long texts just because of how long Magic has existed in comparison to Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it is still technically the quote unquote most complicated tabletop game in existence. Once you know all the mechanics and what they do, they're all very straightforward. There's just a lot of them because they've made multiple sets and multiple new mechanics for everything. But if I get an MTG deck, it's going to be Doctor Who or something. It's not hard. It's just dense, I guess is the best way to put it. But I love Magic. Been playing basically since freshman year of college. So if you ever just want to play when you're over here, I have a bunch of decks. I just did the stupid, laborious task of sorting through all my cards again. I hate it, but it has to happen.
Little Febreze, get that COVID off of it.
Yeah.
Take a card, wipe your hand. Take a card, wipe your hand.
I have one of those like hazmat suit things at my front door now, just like. But yeah, DA, how's your last few weeks been?
Making my way through Game of Thrones.
I thought
that is going quite well until it doesn't, which I'm not looking forward to that.
How books or show?
Show.
And how far are you?
I made it to the end of season 3.
Okay.
So,
do you like it?
That's going cool. Yeah, quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Because usually
he knows what's coming. He knows it's coming.
Yeah, well, there's that. But it's like I feel like you and fantasy typically haven't like jived too much.
Yes, but this is a lot of character stuff,
True.
Which will get me.
True.
And it has gotten me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I became pissed and then didn't want to watch the show because of a certain character.
Who?
But a
certain character died. And it's a character he really liked.
Season 1?
And
did they die at season 1?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And I was just like, is this it for me? Why? Do I continue on here? Or cuz? But yeah, that's been going good. I have my going merry. So I went, I have the time. It's going to take a while, but I'm going to make an equally sized Thousand Sunny. And I did. And it took a very long time because it's so big and I had to maneuver my table and work my way through that. So that was that. And now I am on to the almost finishing touches of the project. It is just very slow going because of my psychosis.
Which is fair. Should we just... Mike, talk for a second.
1 second.
You're not helping.
All right, Chad, how's it going? How's it going? I learned that game in an afternoon. It depends also, like, each set has a unique, like, mechanic, usually. So there's just, like, stuff on top of the base core mechanics, and then just it keeps on going and going and going. When Dragon Ball Gotcha.
Yeah, we're back. No, yeah. So that's what's been.
So that means Lion King like summer.
Lion King like summer.
Woo!
Oh,
It's been like when did this? Was it summer when like this was decided? No, because we said like February of last year.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure we gave February as the deadline because it came out at the end of 2024.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't think we had a it was a deadline for when when it stopped earning money.
Yeah, when we decided it.
Deadline for the video.
No. But essentially, it'll been over a year.
Oh yeah,
but it'll be worth it. Trust in the process. I'm me. So that's gonna be this week, and then next week, and then I'll see what I'm doing the week after.
Okay. Ruby, what you do is ask them what TV shows they like and recommend things based on their likes instead of your own. Because I can recommend 1,000 things to DA. He may attach to 200 of them because they're just not to his taste, but they are to my taste. Like Liar Satsuki can see them. That is so to my taste. I can't just turn around to somebody and go, I recommend this series, because they may not be into the same things I'm into, which is, let us not forget, Liar Satsuki can see death.
Monk and Psych are very, very good, but if somebody doesn't like mystery detective shows, you wouldn't recommend that.
Or if they don't want that kind of in-your-face comedy of Psych, they may like Monk, but they may not like Psych. Because I'm more of a Monk boy than a Psych boy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he rolls his eyes when you mention good series. I don't know what happens.
Okay. So, it's been a little bit, but your weekly reminder. Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, get your vaccines and boosters, wear masks in crowded indoor places when you are sick. Because then this happens. Or you carry and support LGBTQ rights, support body autonomy, pay your employees what they are worth, fuck generative AI, fuck bullies. I'll just go and say it, fuck ICE.
Yeah.
And be good.
Add that.
To one another. So yeah, I'll just, I guess, talk about that right now, since just get the depressing crap out of the way. Not even a week, basically. 2 weeks. We had a, let's not sugarcoat it, murder happen. Where people, the main thing people point to is, why was she in the middle of the road? Yada this, she's dropping somebody off. It was probably the person that was filming. I don't necessarily care. Basically every law enforcement military training book you go out there, including the Department of Homeland Security's training book, says, don't stand in front of a car when you are trying to address anyone, suspect, what have you. Guy stands in front of the car. They try and get in front of the car. She tries to escape.
By backing up first.
By backing up, hard cutting the wheel, which even, people were just like, she's not cutting hard enough. And then they released the footage from the guy, from the ICE agent, where she's overly cordial.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you, dude. It's okay.
And then cuts the wheel to get out of there. And that cost her life. Trying to get out of a bad situation. And my big issue with the rhetoric, the guy, Kristi Noem, Donald Trump lying through the teeth, that's proven at this point. The things that I'm more upset about is one of, people, I've seen a lot of stuff where it's just people will be talking about this, and then the immediate turnabout will, how you probably made fun of
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk when he was shot. It's like, no, I didn't. And that's kind of my point right now is, hey, outrage in terms of loss of life should be consistent. It shouldn't matter what your beliefs are. It shouldn't matter the side of the aisle that you're on. It shouldn't matter the color of your skin. None of that should matter. What matters is that someone was unjustifiably killed. Point blank, period.
Murdered.
And just everything surrounding that should be moot point. But of course, it's what aisle are you on? And that's the stuff that pisses me off.
It's even crazier when you look at the Kirk situation, in that these people were talking about George Floyd and making memes for years. And now it's like, well, we're going to get you fired for these memes. Or even the professor that got fired for quoting Kirk. And now you look at this situation and they're back to memes. They're back to laughing about it. They're back, like, you don't truly care. You just want to use it for you or against others. When it's really just people being murdered, and everyone should be frustrated and angered by people being murdered. Why were they murdered? And if it's just a lone idiot doing thing, talk about that particular person, not the group, not who it comes from. That individual did it.
Mm-hmm. But deflection. It's like I've saw enough crap on my social medias where it's like I finally put out something. I'm just like, block me, unfriend me if you think this was in any way justified. Just like I'm tired of this. I don't know if I have been yet, but yeah,
they're not worth knowing if they were.
Yeah, just unfortunately a lot of disgusting behavior in terms of people right now. So if there is anything in our weekly reminder that you will listen to as I spew it out every time we do a podcast, I shouldn't say every week, be good to one another. Point blank.
Within reason.
Period.
Within reason.
Fuck you guys, I hate you. Every start of the new year, this dick. Yeah. Is that going to be our new show instead of because reasons? Within reason.
Within reason is great. Hey, maybe that's the name of our debate thing where we argue for and against the series. Within reason might be a good name for that.
All right, let's see. In terms of the new year itself, I actually had a good time.
Shockingly, not a lot of fireworks or shooting going on. I honestly think they blew most of their wad on Christmas for some reason. Because they were firing it off at like 4 a.m. on Christmas.
Bunch of broke boys.
And now everybody, it was like boom, 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 boom. Silence.
It's like, all right, we're going to bed.
It was over by like 12:30.
Well, was it snowing real bad for you guys?
No, not this New Year.
It was for us, to the point that no one could park in my driveway.
Oh, because real bad.
So I got rid of most of the snow, but I was a stupid person and didn't buy salt to salt my driveway. And so I just had like a small gathering. It was like 6 to 8-ish people. I forget how many I ended up coming. But it's like one of my friends showed up way early because I put 9, he read 6. It's like, you want to spend 6 hours at someone's house for a New Year's party? But then I see like my girlfriend arrives and she's like parked in the street. I'm like, why are you parked in the street? Like anyone, you got dibs like on the driveway. She's like, I tried. It's like my car wouldn't get up the driveway. I was like, oh shit. And then a little bit later, too, my other buddies show up, and they were parked in the driveway. And then I see them like walking up to the door, and I open the door, and then I see them turn around, and then one of them starts running back towards the driveway because his Tesla was
Flintstone style,
just scooching down the driveway. It's like, oh shit. It's like, okay. So yeah, weather was kind of nasty on New Year's. Yes, I have a girlfriend right now. Meme. Shut up. In terms of New Year's, play a little Cards Against Humanity. Overall, nice, casual, little good time.
Yeah, the entire Christmas to New Year stuff, the main thing I did was watch a boxing match with a friend, and we cooked and we did our
Oh, was that what's his face? Jake Paul?
Oh, the Jake Paul? Absolutely. Hilarious. Hilarious.
I will say of new memes that have come out within the last month, I forget the name of the boxer he was facing, but just
Anthony
the
Johnson.
right before the punch where he's like
I gotcha. Like, what are you doing? You need to be up here because now I can just do this and you fall. Like crazy.
Yeah, both Tate and Paul got knocked down, and or out. Fantastic. Love it.
Amazing night for boxing. And for vindication of hating internet douchebags.
Yeah, Paul got his jaw broken. Like he got rocked.
Honestly,
but he made 100-something million, so I'd take that trade.
True. He might not. From what I understand, he might not be able to box anymore too.
Yeah, that was where I was going with it. If he wants to be a legitimate boxer, I don't think he takes that trade because he might be donezo. But if this was all just like promotions, and this was just another avenue for big promotions, yes, you will take that.
Mm-hmm.
And funny enough, Anthony Joshua might not be able to box anymore because he got in a car accident like right after.
Yeah. So, some people are thinking foul play.
That's pure conspiracy.
Pure conspiracy.
You embarrass me.
I saw so much stuff and it's like he didn't go by the script. He didn't go by the script.
It's Daredevil's dad. It's like you're supposed to go down.
Oh boy. Just thinking of something else too. Fuck.
New Year's party, Cards Against Humanity.
It was something
Driveway.
with the boxing. I was gonna say, if boxing doesn't fail, hey, guess what? Paul Brother tag team in the WWE.
And Logan signed a new contract, so he's getting closer to like a full-time wrestler. It's while he's getting sued by like 3 people. Golly.
But hey, if you buy that Pokemon card off of him, he's gonna hand deliver it to you.
And it's real, y'all. I promise.
I'd be like, hey, can I pay you $3 million and you don't come? Just send the card, please. Even if I didn't lose, I would have won. Oh yeah. Just yeah. But in terms of other little tidbits, we have. So I mentioned it before, AGDQ, which is Awesome Games Done Quick, was this past week. Big speedrunning marathon. Basically, all the VODs at this point I think should be on their channel if you wanted to see any particular speedruns. Of course, bunch of crazy shit happened, and they ended up raising $2.45 million for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Always try and give my fair share as well, just because cancer sucks. It's affected a lot of people in my life, so congrats to AGDQ for raising the boku amount of money. Over the past month, we have gotten a lot of trailers, little teaser trailers, I should say, for Doomsday. We're excited, right, guys?
Someone on Twitter was just like, Professor X has died 3 times in the movies. Why should we care here when he dies?
I think the Thor one was good. End of praise.
I am a big, dumb, smelly mark for Magneto. So when that chess piece moved, I was just like,
they got me. You are the one.
But at the same time, like I said, come on now. James Marsden looks good.
Yeah, I like the Cyclops.
Beam.
The Cyclops uniform looks good.
Yep.
Yeah, the Chris Evans coming back. Leave him dead. He had a great send off.
Aren't you excited? And that's the thing. These people had their send off, and now we have to watch them again.
You read that too, right? Did you just read memes thing as you chuckled?
What?
That's why I thought you chuckled as you
yeah.
were talking.
No, it's just funny to me.
It's just, and it wasn't even that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even get nostalgic for it. It was 5 years ago.
This movie, last year was this is Anthony Mack's Captain America movie. He is Captain America. Now it's just like,
Steve Rogers back though.
How about no? Uno reverse?
Just like I wouldn't even be surprised if like ScarJo comes back. Like just basically, it's like everything's just like, hey, all the stuff we've been trying to build up for like the new generation. No.
Yeah.
How about
Anyone's on the table?
No.
I saw somebody say, I'm glad movie goers get to experience what comic readers do all the time. And that these deaths don't mean nothing. These send-offs don't mean nothing. Because we got an agenda to push and we got to sell.
We got money to make.
True.
So yeah, enjoy your 4th Professor X death. Enjoy your Captain America coming back.
This is a very fair statement.
Wolverine, who cares? He had a great send-off in Logan. Bring him back,
He's
baby.
back.
Got money to make, baby.
And then Hugh Jackman just like, yeah, I got a couple more in me.
Cool.
I'll do this till I die.
Awesome, Hugh.
It's like, I am never coming back. Let's add 3 more zeros.
Logan was not bad. I will not hear this slander.
Yeah, that's a.
I will not hear this.
A spicy take.
That is a spicy take. Logan was awesome.
I'm hovering over the timeout button.
You got one more bad take in you. Oh, Navic, don't do this. No. It's a good movie, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know what you
Ruby,
wanted.
we have some training for you. We need you to recommend Logan to Hollow Man and Namek. But yeah, I think the only other thing I think I've seen from Marvel right now was it Wonder Man?
Yes, that looks good.
That actually looks good, but that's like the first thing that I've like even remotely had like, oh, I guess the Daredevil. Even before that, like what else?
I was looking forward to Miss Marvel until the final episode and a half. Now that I don't know. And then Blade got canceled, rumored wise. So they could
There's only been one Blade, and there's only ever gonna be one Blade.
Man was a prophet. Jesus Christ. How do you it up?
It's just a guy with a sword fighting vampires.
Who himself is half vampire. It's the easiest in the world.
They did 3 of them already. One was good, one was okay, one was bad. Just don't do the other 2.
Or even do the second one, which was okay.
Which would be something.
Yes, we got an okay
the
Blade.
movie out.
All right. Other little thing. If anyone even felt remotely inclined, today is your last day to play Anthem if you so wanted. Literally,
which would be a thing to do since you will not be able to do it any further.
quite literally, tomorrow they shut down the servers. You will not be able to play that game at all unless there is some fan thing that happens.
Yeah, mod or something. Dedicated servers, all that.
But
They did that with the dodgeball game, Knockout City. I love that game.
I'm shocked that didn't stick
It
around.
was a great game. It was very fun.
I think a good chunk of your clips from your one DA Sember that you did are still pretty high ranked.
Almost like he should stream more.
Maybe. So yeah, that's happening. Definitely one of the games that like on initial trailer had so much promise and hype, and then off a cliff.
It was during that era of EA where they were not putting out almost any good products.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was right off, like Mass Effect 3 had, or it may have even been Andromeda around that time.
I want to say there were a few good hits, because I want to say that was like right around like the first or second Titanfall.
But they bungled Titanfall.
I thought Titanfall 1 was praised.
No. They bungled it in that the series ain't nowhere.
Mm.
The same way with Dead Space.
Yeah, further down the line, yes. I want to say there was something else that like that. I feel like EA had like returned to slightly better graces from like Mass Effect 3 and the microtransaction hell.
They've gotten way better recently.
Yes.
Mass Effect 5 is coming out the same day that Elden Scrolls 6 is coming out. Like with this, and I can't imagine why it's so hard to create these games that have a foundation to them.
Studios get overbloated. Too much delineation.
That is definitely
too
but
much.
no, that doesn't really stop Assassin's Creed. Even if the games are mid, it doesn't stop them.
Also, too much of the higher ups changing decisions and what have you.
That's the one I'm looking for.
Is locked into Apex Legends Dungeon. True. Yes, they are. But let's see here. Within the last just getting rid of all my little notes here. Granted, I was not a fan of it. Stranger Things ended. Also,
oh boy, fans.
Oh boy,
fans are not happy. To the point where they thought there was a secret knife episode and crashed Netflix waiting on it.
Yeah, today.
This will make
Conformity
it good.
Gate, I believe, was the name.
They worked themselves into a shoot.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right, we talked about
what's there to talk about?
We talked about it in the last episode.
Expedition 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we talked about it in the last episode that we had. We talked about trailers.
We did.
But yeah, just I think the main thing that I think that like really spurned people, a certain subset of people, I'll say, was I believe the second to last episode where it was the coming out episode. Spoilers. And just like I don't watch the show. I was shown that scene and what have you. It's like, yeah, it's a nice scene. But of course, it's woke. It's like, from what I understand, this was hinted at the entire fucking show, basically.
Yeah.
Don't stop it from being woke, though, Mike.
Yeah.
Woke is woke, no matter what hinted or not. Foreshadowing, no.
It's a light switch, woke or no.
Yeah, don't matter.
You can't halfway turn on your lights. It's on. There's no dimmers to woke. You're woke or you're not.
Hey, I said I was gonna kill you, and then once I did, I guess it don't matter that I killed you.
That needs to be...
the murder happened. The woke happened.
That needs to be a shirt. There are no dimmers in woke.
There's no dimmer to woke.
More like woke shadowing. Oh boy. But yeah, and then just there's a bunch of fan theories of time travel and all this different stuff that I remember seeing too in the lead up to the last episode. And then it was just pretty straightforward. It ends.
Yeah. 11 did the thing and did curtain down.
Mm-hmm.
You fans have a nice night.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, people not happy in the slightest.
Understandably so.
What would be your opinion on the finale?
You're acting like I watched that.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But here's part of the problem. Stranger Things took so long to come out. I think I watched the second season. I went, whenever it ends is when I'm gonna just bulk watch everything. Because I'm not gonna remember what happened in the first 2 seasons. 3 years later, when the third season comes out, I'm just not going to remember that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing happened with Severance. I had to go rewatch that first season. Wednesday, I haven't watched Wednesday season 2 because I know I gotta watch the first season again.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't watched it until we do our best and worst so I can catch up in all the stuff I need to catch up in from 2025, and then I can go back and watch that book. But then I guess that would be one of the things I would need to catch up on if I want to talk about TV series. Well, I'll think about it. But no, I have not watched that. I've only heard nothing but derision.
Gotcha.
Like, I haven't even heard somebody go, I don't know what people are mad about. It was a pretty good finale. I haven't even heard like 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Nothing but people that don't like this.
I've never watched a Stranger Things video, but I keep getting recommended. The ending is trash, bad ending, bad ending. I'm like, where's this coming from?
I see if
I'm
that
not
YouTube
your
channel
audience.
exists.
Stranger Things as an anthology would have worked a lot in the same way like Black Mirror or VHS or something, where you section it off by the season. The first season is over. They did their dirt. These characters are done. And then even if you're ending the series 7 seasons later, it's like, here's 11. She's come back for this. But it's got nothing to do with her. She's just doing a cameo or something.
I am shocked there's not like a podcast or something called Stranger Theories.
I'm sure there is. There has to be.
There's something with Stranger in it. What happens with these heavy theory latent shows? Like if podcasting was big when Lost was still coming out, what happens when the series ends and there's basically no theories left? And they didn't get satisfying answers for the stuff they wanted.
Make a new
on
podcast.
To the next thing.
We're lost. It's just all this they stuff.
There is a Tumblr account. That's the only thing that I found. Of
No, that's
Stranger
crazy.
I mean, there are still Harry Potter podcasts coming out.
How?
You got to dig into all sorts of, hey, this is how magic works, and not really explain or think about
the magic number.
Mm-hmm.
That series is bad.
It's a real bad series, y'all.
And then the last thing that I have, which I didn't look too much into it, but there's one thing that popped up more than anything. So CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Showcase, I think is the...
I like Stranger Danger for the name of the podcast for Stranger Things. I like
kind of.
Sorry, go ahead.
But so CES, which is just like a bunch of like the new electronics and what have you. Obviously AI, big front centerpiece in terms of what?
I'm just going through names of the 10 best Stranger Things podcast. And number 4 was Scoops Ahoy, a Stranger Things podcast. What? Because of that ice cream? Get out of here.
But the thing that I was seeing most out of anything from CES was a bunch of adult-focused technology with robots and games.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently there was a company that was trying to destigmatize the use of adult toys by combining it with video games. So that was a major thing there. And then there was just also a bunch of like different VR/robot things of like you're in the VR stuff and then there's a little robot arm and it's like rubbing your leg.
Sure, get your rocks off, buddy.
We're going into a dark territory, though. This is reducing human intimacy. So why should you go out and find that if you can?
They're undressing kids with Grok on Twitter. What are you?
Real bad.
We're donezo.
Real bad. That was a dark couple days on Twitter.
The future is here and I'm coming.
Jesus.
Yeah, like these are people that are. These are the types of people I would assume already have sex toys. So this is just an upgrade to their already sex toys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to be bringing in 7% of the non-sex toy market with these sex toys.
I don't know, man. You can combine it with games. They literally showed a thing where it's just like as you're playing a game and putting inputs in on your PS2 controller, there's like a ride vibrator. Get your rocks off while you're playing the game. Or your girlfriend's just over there while you're playing a game.
The main thing I saw out of CES was AI stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that future is coming hard. It is. This is not stopping.
No, DA. All. That's the right. No, that's We're talking AI, not the other thing. That's
There's
coming hard.
There's two different futures that are coming.
Hard.
I think they're gonna.
Hard Futures is a good name for a podcast.
Soft past, hard futures. I think they're gonna push hard for AI until they truly hit the ceiling of what they believe AI is going to be capable of. Because even now, they're still trying to push it as replacements for things. Replacement for, I'm going to create a movie with AI. It's going to replace everything to do with the movie industry. And it's still coming out, but it is not viable to replace movies with AI. But I think they're going to keep pushing things that aren't viable because otherwise the money stops and the economy collapses. So I think 5 years down the line, we're going to know roughly what AI is going to be useful for, and it's going to be very niche with very focused AI as opposed to general AI that does everything. Is going to be, we're going to implement this for masking out a bunch of people very easily with the click of a button.
I can already do that.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying as an example.
I think it's going to be sooner.
You think it's going to be sooner than the 5 years?
Yes.
2 to 3.
The way that it's been advancing.
No, that's the thing. It's advancing, but we're going to hit that plateau. The same way video game graphics advanced. Even looking at 20 years ago, the graphics are stupid, but we've kind of hit where we can with computer graphics. And I think we're going to hit kind of where we can with AI. See, and I think that takes about...
I wouldn't put this more, like, I wouldn't compare this to, like, video game graphics. I would compare this more to the web bubble in the early 2000s. The web bubble
was a thing.
Where everybody was just getting online for whatever reasons. Like, that's basically the whole millionpixels.com was just a dude trying to make a quick $1 million by selling ad revenue on a site and saying $1 for a pixel. That obviously does not fly now. But just everybody was getting online, so just like do whatever. And they
didn't have a true idea of what it was and wasn't capable of.
Exactly.
They were just trying to buy in because it was exciting new technology that did have use to it. It was clear there was use to it. Unlike something like NFTs, there's no use to that. But there's a clear use here.
Yes. And it's like everyone's going to be online. It's like, yes, eventually. Like, we're online right now. But basically, I think AI is doing what the web's doing on crack. And so I think just we are, like, AI will definitely have actual, tangible, foreseeable use. There are some stepping stones to where, like, it can be both useful while not stampeding on people's ability to work, live, yada yada, or damaging the environment. And I think just in terms of how much money is being thrown into it, how much it's advancing within just the last 2 years that it's been around, I think we are rocketing towards the bursting of the bubble, and then actually it's settling down and finding the niches that it's supposed to do. But yeah, just
because even right now, I rocked up in a drive-thru of Taco Bell and it was AI.
Wendy's has it too.
I'm just like, really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it works, and I ain't got to talk to nobody. So,
But to me, that's no different than the big touchscreen windows, except with my voice.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I mean. They're gonna refine that very niche type of AI as opposed to your general. You can write a book with this one AI is gonna write a book, make the movie out of the book, make the audio book out of the book. It's not gonna do all of that. Somebody did a study. It was just some dude online just doing a study looking at.
it sure wasn't AI.
There was an AI story.
AI expose AI.
The dude that was trying to expose secrets of like Uber Eats or DoorDash, that was completely AI, crazy bars. But he was just like, these are audiobooks created with AI. And I was just looking through the rankings of them. And for the book itself, it was ranking like at the 2000s. But for the audiobooks, it was like the 180K in rank. Because it had a handful of 1-star reviews that were just like, this is AI and I can tell, and it does not sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe one day there is very centralized, you can read this book or input your book, and it's going to spit out emoting sounding enough voices. But part of the issue is that there's no inflections because it can't discern it. There's no emotion when it needs emotion. There's no real changing of the voice. It's just kind of text to speech on crack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, AI thing searching Google is pissing me off.
There are extensions to remove it. Just
Gotta
FYI.
get it, cause my God, it's frustrating.
The YouTube, live stream AI. Yeah, that I know.
And the main thing go ahead.
I guess on Amazon too, they just implemented an AI thing, and my mom has been complaining about it. I mostly use the mobile app, which is not there, but she's like, I keep trying to hide it, and it pops back up, and I keep trying to tell it to disable itself, and it just keeps popping back up.
Now, when you're looking for something and Amazon just like people are saying this, and this, I'm just like, that's helpful. Because
that's the type of AI I think could be helpful.
It's summarizing what everybody is saying, and it's saying that people are saying that it's working, but then it disabled after a year. A couple people said this. I'm just like, okay, that saves me from sifting through 5 stars, 5 1 stars, and then averaging them out. I like that.
I really hate how much AI is taking away thinking from people.
That's a big issue.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody on Twitter had posted the movie clip from Date Night, and they were like, I love this scene from Date Night because the prompt somebody had asked, what's a scene that always makes you laugh? They quoted with that. Date Night, boom. First reply, at Grok, what's the movie? It's in literally.
People aren't even
they're not even trying to think anymore.
They're not even trying to think. They're not even trying to get the information for themselves.
I think research is going to take a big hit with people.
100%.
And critical thinking is going to take 100%. A big hit with people if this doesn't burst in 4 years. We're going to have basically a generation of non-thinkers.
But it's too convenient. You don't have any kind of limitations on you've got 10 prompts a day.
There is going to be limitations.
Soon there will be, because people are burning through the atmosphere like nobody's business. Yeah. But for now, if you got a problem, get ChatGPT, boom, look it up, bam. And there's just no, from what I know, there might be like some you get 8 images a day and 100 searches a day. And I don't know, but
But
yeah, it's crazy.
That's basically all I have, though, in terms of the cast of, unless there's anything you guys want to talk about.
Oh yeah, Nvidia going back to selling 3060s.
Oh yeah, okay. We talk about RAM. I didn't even think about that. Don't build a PC right now. Just don't.
Yeah.
What was it like when Bitcoin mining was a big thing? It was just like you couldn't get a GPU to save your life.
And that's when GPU started going.
I'm pretty
way
sure
up in
it
price.
was the 3060s. It was that gen of Nvidia where it's just like you couldn't, unless you bought a pre-built, you couldn't get a GPU for retail price.
Nowhere near retail price. We're talking double. If it cost 500, Mubs was selling it for 1,200.
Mm-hmm.
And Mubs was buying it.
And Mubs was buying it. And that's why Nvidia and all these places started jacking up the price because they saw there was a market to do so.
And so now, with the technology of the day being AI, which requires a lot of memory and not hard drive space, that good old RAM memory. And DDR5 memory skyrocketed. Yes. I'm just going to go to PCPartPicker.com real quick.
While he does that, somebody was like, I'm glad I brought RAM last year, and it was DDR5 64-bit 64, and it was something like $130 they spent. And then they looked at the price now, and it was $600. I had been waiting to buy, to pre-build a PC, waiting to see if there was going to be a 5080 Super or not. And if there wasn't, the 5080 and all these other GPUs had started coming down in price and being MSRP. So I was like, okay, this sounds like a good time. I started looking into it. RAM started going up like crazy. All these things started just skyrocketing, and I saw it coming. So I bit the bullet on a pre-built immediately. Mm-hmm. And a week later, that same pre-built was like $800 more. It's disgusting.
That's 16. This is DDR4 RAM, I will say.
I think that's still okay.
Can't I see the order info? So this is 16 gigs. So 114 for DDR4, 16 gigs. So you double that for 32. That's what, 230.
Ask ChatGPT how much it is.
Yeah, 230. I just pulled up DDR5, 32 gig Corsair RAM, $439.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at.
Double, at least, the price. 16 gig.
And all these RAM manufacturers, it's like, yeah, we're kind of done with consumer RAM. It's just going to go to the corporate. I can't remember if it was Corsair or something else that had just like, we're exiting the market and just using it for corporate AI because they're buying in bulk and that money's spent deliciously.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I give y'all 4 sticks of RAM for $500 when I can get them 8 for $3,000?
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
And they'll take it.
And they will take it.
It's just all being expensed.
So yeah.
Disgusting.
RAM is a big thing right now. Hopefully within a couple months it balances out. And I really hope it does because my dad wants to build a gaming PC as like a project at some point. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Because he's been... Because the past couple times I've called him, he's just like, yeah, I've been playing a lot of the new Civilization. Just because he's a big strategy game, Mark. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what do you, finally, I'm like, what are you playing it on? I'm like, is it like a mobile version, like on the iPad or something? He's like, no, I'm playing it on one of the PCs. I'm like, how is that going? He's like, slow. Because he basically just built a PC. It wasn't like spec'd out for games or anything. It was just a general PC. So I'm like, would you want to build a gaming PC at some point? Or it's just like for like Father's Day / your birthday, I can help you buy some of the components. And well, I do that. He's like, yeah. I was like, how much is like a gaming thing? I'm like, well, I spent like, I basically like a quick PC part picker with current RAM prices. I'm like, this is how much you pay. He's like, I'd be willing to drop like $5,000. I'm like, oh fuck. Okay.
Oh yeah, he got it. He's good.
Like, we're building me one for that price.
I'll get you 1 stick of RAM.
But yeah, so I'm hoping those go down so that way I can actually like do this project with them because that'd be a lot of fun. But
imagine having a live dad that's interested in gaming
and
crazy.
has just $5,000 to throw around to build a PC he wants. Crazy. I mean, to be fair, we might have a live dad that is interested in gaming. I personally don't know. Because he was interested in gaming. I just don't know if he's alive.
The whatever cartel got him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was doing
he
too
was
much
made
dirt.
an example.
Yeah, the bones of him are adored above the gate to enter whatever island that was. Fact man?
Facts about drug cartels.
Well, I will say, just to circle back to the original point, which was the old graphics cards.
Oh, yeah.
Got from NVIDIA to drug cartels. Trace that line of thought. But yeah, basically in order to combat the memory pricings, the 3060s, which use DDR3 RAM, they're remaking them just to sell to people in order for the graphics card, because the newer graphics cards also use DDR5 RAM, which is the RAM that is going up in price.
That's why if it doesn't come down very soon, the Steam machine is going to be cooked. Mm-hmm. The next PlayStation and Xbox is going to be cooked because the RAM is going to go so high that they're going to have to bump up the price of it to $300. So that $600 PS5, PS6 might be $900 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, next PS console, I believe. Next Xbox, but we'll see about that.
Yeah, they're fumbling. There's also if you're done with that topic,
yes.
Netflix buying Warner Brothers.
There's that too. I think we did talk about it a little bit last episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we probably did. All right, then we're out of here. Fact it up, in fact, man.
50 facts about illnesses.
Hey. 19.
Ah, fuck you.
Too late. You know what? I'll give it to you since you had it most recently.
Thanks.
You're so welcome.
So generous of you.
I try. We'll go 7 for me. 5, 7, 12, 19, 23. 5, 7, 12, 19, 23. Hit the lotto. That's a weird face. It's a very weird face.
5.
Right. Namek.
Doctors removed a man's penis during bladder surgery in 1999. The doctors claimed the removal was necessary because cancer had spread to the penis. However, a pathology test later revealed that the penile tissue was not cancerous. They settled out of court.
There's not enough money. You're a eunuch. You're done. There's not enough money that you could provide me to make up for the lack of penis.
It's your bladder. They just went, just get rid of all of it. We ain't got the time.
We snipped too far. Let's call it cancer and get it out of here.
You would be pissed? Well, he can't piss, so.
Hey, we can't be making them jokes. He's suing us. No, it's funny. Victor non-penis.
It was such a hard one before.
It took him 14 years to get that court settlement.
Impossible.
Today I learned
14 years of just Ken doll and just like, hey, yo, where my money at?
Today I learned in 2003, a man reached an out-of-court settlement after doctors removed his penis during bladder surgery in 1999. Same thing. For first comment, new medical fear unlocked.
Did they say how much?
I'm just right now
surgery.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
That blood got $4,000.
After 67-year-old Herschel Rawls went into surgery for bladder cancer, he came out of surgery missing more than he ever expected.
He was 67.
And testicles! And all of it! It was all of it!
The whole kit and caboodle. They just scooped blood out.
My wife had to hold my hand in the bed there, and she said, "Honey, it's over. They got all the cancer." And she waited a few minutes and said, "But they had to remove your penis." And I was one mad dude, you know?
This is an old man going, I was pissed, you know?
Yeah, bro.
I was furious.
I'm so mad about it.
I cannot understate my fury in that moment.
And I was one mad dude, you know?
I tell you what, buddy.
Hey, I do know.
Oh,
I was about to mollywop the doctor.
that just
Yo,
made me...
what for?
This might be the reduced airflow because of sinuses, but I just went lightheaded for a second. Woo! That quote's gonna live with me for a little bit.
Just one bad dude, you know? Why do you know?
Oh, whew. The main thing I wanted to see to find the news article was the age. Because at least, like...
He got some use out of it.
He got his use out of it. He was married. Long-standing marriage, it seemed like... Oh. Whew.
They were trying to stall him out till he died.
Oh, dude.
If it took that long for the settlement, they were waiting for him to croak.
$5 million.
It's not enough.
Okay.
I mean,
Doctors did not admit wrongdoing as part of the agreement. But you just gotta say the cancer's gone, right? Right?
are you cancer free right now?
Say yes, because you are.
Slides briefcase
I don't know.
over.
$5 million to live out the end of your life. You might take that.
Man. You leaving it off for your kids and stuff.
Yeah, you can even do $2 million to your kids, $2 million to yourself, and $1 million in a high interest savings account at like 3%. You get what, $30,000 a year out of that. Your kids just get $30,000 a year.
I was gonna say $1 million for penile reconstruction surgery, but to each their own.
I don't want a metal penis.
I love
At that point, get a strap on for $30 and take the wife to town.
Honey, we're going to CES.
I got the PlayStation controller.
He's like, honey, you gotta see this.
Up, down, down.
Investments.
Up, down, down, left, right. BA come. Welcome back, everybody, to the streams.
Yeah, we are who we are. You get some heartfelt ice stuff, and you get robot penis man who got his scooped out. What do you want from us?
I don't even.
Threat, the tree is burning. Yeah, he's destroying the environment to make his wife nut. Like, nah, bruh. Hang it up.
At this point, if he's still alive, 2003, he was 67. So 80.
He gone.
He's 90.
He gone.
Yes, it would be 90.
Oh boy. All right. So, in terms of stream stuff, cause hey, I'm back to it now, I think. Probably going to start Code Veronica on Tuesday.
It's a bad game, Mike. Just know that.
I've heard.
But it's a very good game.
I'm getting a little conflicting messages. We do need to get back to AI Somnium. It's been so long.
I think we're like one session away from the
one
end.
or two. Need to wrap that up. Basically, I want to try and get through Code Veronica, and basically I'll have played all the quote unquote mainline Resident Evil Sans Remake 1 before Requiem comes out in February, and then definitely we'll be playing that on stream. And then sans that, I got nothing else unless you guys Revisited is back up and running.
Yeah, we just did an episode. We got
also, I realized weirdly, your audio isn't cutting out anymore.
Oh yeah, had it for it was set to custom instead of the regular, and I tested the mic on custom and a bunch of other stuff. I was just like, this keeps cutting out. Put it on regular. It didn't cut out.
Okay, there you go. Check out Wolfhound.
Yeah, Revisited's fine. Maybe no AI Somnium this week because I've had a tickle in my throat for like 3 days, and I'm sure that's coming.
We'll figure it out.
I'm sure that's coming at some point.
We'll figure it out. But until then, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the podcast of stuff. I'm gonna tentatively say, are we like 2 weeks away from the end of the month? We are 2 weeks away from the end of the month. We'll say first week of February. It is literally the first. Best and worst of 2025.
Oh yeah, okay, that works.
February 1st, best and
3
worst
weeks away
of 2025. So we'll do that. But until then, once again, Worf.
Oh.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
I was looking at the date for the Super Bowl. Yeah, I would not be here for the Super Bowl. Sorry. I would not be here.
All right. Until then, thank you once again for tuning into the podcast stuff. We will most likely see you next week. Bye-bye.